Welcome back for another episode of the Adam C. Moreno Show. Hope you are feeling good today, guys. Some parts of this video are going to make you happy. Some parts are going to make you a little frustrated. But I do think you're going to end off this video feeling inspired about the future. And I think that's just the most beautiful thing in the world. So let's go ahead and dive in. We got Bernie Sanders. We got Robert F. Kennedy Jr. We got J.D. Vance. We got things that are happening in the Middle East. And then we got things that are happening with me. I might be the subject of a story later, which we'll talk about at the end, but it's going to be fun. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Also, guys, if you like having conversations like this, if you think they matter, please consider subscribing and liking this video. It really helps me out. Okay, check this out. Not a day goes by that I am not grateful for Mr. Holden Kolota. I hope I'm saying that right. Kolota. All right, great last name. But I saw his thread that he shared. He said, Bernie Sanders is ready to help Maha go after Big Pharma. And you know what? I love creators so much because I actually didn't hear about this story until Holden shared it. And then, I did even more research and I came across this article by Sludge. Look at this. Sanders and King unveil first ever bill to ban all prescription drug ads. Is that not bonkers? All right. So this is my face right now as I hear this. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. That's crazy. And I know like Maha and Bernie Sanders haven't always seen eye to eye, but is this not great? All right. And people could do so much better things together or more things together than they would have done apart. So honestly, I'm excited about this. This is great. Holden says Bernie Sanders is ready to help Maha go after Big Pharma. He just proposed a bill to ban pharmaceutical ads from TV and slammed a Big Pharma for killing tens of millions of Americans with their drugs. The Maha revolution is here. And that is amazing. Look at this. Bernie Sanders today on his website posted this. Sanders King introduced a bill to ban prescription drug ads. This is fantastic. This could be Maha's biggest win yet. Look at this. And this is Sanders directly. He says, the American people are sick and tired of greedy pharmaceutical companies spending billions of dollars on absurd TV commercials, pushing their outrageously expensive prescription drugs. Are you kidding me? Is this not what so many people in Maha have been dreaming about? Some of us have been screaming about it for so long, and now it is finally coming true. And I'm so excited about it. And if you want to see even more about this, I'll go ahead and link this down in the description because this is fantastic. This is readsludge.com. I think it's great. And I'm also going to go ahead and link up Holden's thread right here because this is awesome. Also, guys, another news. Where the heck is it? No. Okay, you guys, I went viral today on X. All right, it is crazy. That never happens, but check it out. I got 16 likes on this post with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I wrote, somewhere out there, RFK Jr. is staying in his lane, minding his own business, working out, eating some steak, just trying to make America healthy again. Protect this man at all costs. You are seeing so many horrendous things happening in DC. We just saw that senator from California gets rushed to the ground from a DHS agents because he was charging at a secretary. Like, that is bonkers. And then you have people like Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who is essentially so drama free. Every time you hear him in the news, it's almost because he's doing something great. And I just think that is amazing. So I went ahead and I just wanted to post this, right? Someone said, I was just talking about this today. As much as I wanted him as prez, he has his hands full right where he is. I also think this admin, with all the fighting, needs the coalition to be exactly where they are. That is great. Someone else says he's a national treasure, and I just gotta agree. I gotta agree. So good. And this is what JD Vance, he retweeted this post from President Trump. This was his Truth Social account. He said, I'm just going to go ahead and read this entire thing verbatim because this is important. All right. He says, our president says, I gave Iran chance after chance to make a deal. I told them in the strongest of words to just do it. But no matter how hard they tried, no matter how close they got, they just couldn't get it done. I told them it would be much worse than anything they know, anticipated, or were told, that the United States would make the best and most lethal military equipment anywhere in the world by far, and that Israel has a lot of it, with much more to come, and they know how to use it. Certain Iranian hardliners spoke bravely, but they didn't know what was going or what was about to happen. They are all dead now, and it will only get worse. There has already been a great death and destruction, but there is still time to make this slaughter, with the next already planned attacks being even more brutal, come to an end. Iran must make a deal before there is nothing left and save what was once known as the Iranian Empire. No more death, no more destruction. Just do it before it's too late. God bless you all. This was our president at 5:56 a.m. his time, and that was reshared by JD Vance. And this is a tough. This is actually a statement from Iran's supreme leader. It is pretty chilling, if you ask me. He says, life will definitely become bitter for the Zionists. Wow, very, very chilling. And here is some more footage. All right, we saw this earlier today. Breaking missiles. A missile makes a direct impact on downtown Tel Aviv as Iran launches their third round of airstrikes. The public has been instructed to return to shelters. I'll go ahead and play this video.
That we know of, the battle damage assessment as we continue to look live here in Israel. And there you see an impact on the ground. And remember, there are hundreds of these rockets and missiles happening, we're told, at the same time. This, let's listen in for a second, is likely the third wave.
Wow. And here's some more footage actually coming to us from Scott Jennings, the person on CNN who is absolutely crushing it. This is him right now in Tiberias, Israel, next to the Sea of Galilee.
A barrage of missiles is incoming from Iran. So we're on red alert here in Tiberias. I'm hearing booming in the distance. I'm hearing flashing in the sky.
Wow.
Oh, above, overhead, here we go. It looks like we have missile intercepts going on right above our head here in Tiberias. We're following this piece to the ground here.
Wow. I cannot imagine what it must feel like to be in that situation. I am just praying endlessly for peace. This is ridiculous. I saw this today and I thought it was phenomenal. Doge designer says we should send rockets not at each other, but rather to the stars. And this was by Elon Musk. And honestly, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, no way Elon Musk said that. But check out when he said this. He did say this 68 million views later, but he said this last year, over a year ago, April 18th, 2024. Wow. And those words have never been more true. It is ridiculous. Now, I also did see something else today that was really shocking. And I just want to start off by saying I'm pretty excited about this. I think this is super cool. Like anybody who's been following me forever, they know that I've been kind of chanting this for so long, and this is an expression of what I wanted like my channel to be. And so I do think this is great. But on Maha Pack's account, which this used to be called American Values, but they kind of rebranded to be more Maha themed, which is great. But check this out. This is the very first Maha Minute with Caitlin Sinclair. All right. And it's just like Carolina Levitt's MAGA Minute. And I think that's awesome. But I'm a little salty about this, just a little bit. And I think it's okay to be salty because I don't know if you saw that video, but a while ago I did share this where I call it Maha Minutes as well, talking about how it's just really a consolidated version of everything that's going on in the Maha space. And I think that's really exciting. It's almost the same exact format, except obviously we do long form videos here, but I'll go ahead and play out hers because I do think this is great.
Let's get into it. And the week. Hey guys, I'm Caitlin Sinclair, and this is your Maha Minute. Let's get into it. And the week started.
All right, so it's just like Carolina Levitt, except it's it's punchy. It's a short. They go ahead and they just give you the headlines of everything, and it's awesome. It's great. But here was mine. This was March 1st, like 2025, and I thought it was awesome. But I do call it Maha Minutes. So here it is. Most important conversations happening in 90 seconds, and I think they're great. And I've been longing for a Maha Minutes. You know, I'd love to see RFK Jr. do a Maha Minutes or something like that. Anybody else really? But since I love the framework where it's like if you want something to exist in the world and it doesn't exist, that's kind of the world telling you need to go and make it exist. So I wanted to do a kind of like a Maha Minutes sort of thing here. We're not going to talk, and I do, you know, like I talk about Maha like all the time. I think I actually talk about Maha more than anybody else on YouTube in this, you know, internet show type of space. So I think that's awesome. Obviously, I am happy that just someone is taking this idea and is doing it. I think that's great. Please go ahead and do it. But I feel like I could also be a little bit salty about this too, you know, because I feel like the Maha community, while it's so big and it's so grand, I do wish we could be able to work alongside each other, to collaborate a little bit more. And it would have been great to, you know, have some sort of opportunity. So, especially because I've been in this space essentially since the beginning. And I think it would have been great. But nonetheless, I think it's awesome that someone is now going to be doing this type of content and maybe more people are going to see it. And I think it's great. So I love the format. I'm excited about it. I'm also a little bit salty about it. And I think that's totally fine. Maha, I posted this saying, Maha Minutes? Huh, sounds familiar. And I think that's funny. But anyways, that is the video. I will end off with some form of inspiration though, because I just saw this from Tom Cruise. I guess someone is filming him sign something at his Mission Impossible 8 interview, and it is literally like it's 27 seconds, but it is so good. I love this. Check out this short clip.
Don't be careful, be competent. Don't be afraid to be afraid, but just work towards being competent at everything you do. And that is a lifelong pursuit in everything. The way that I've done things is just study and work and learn and just be unrelenting about it. When I'm interested in something, I'm just constantly studying and learning and learning and learning and then applying and find knowledge. What's true for you is true for you. Don't compromise your own reality for anyone else. Don't be careful.
So there you go. This is Mr. Tom Cruise. He's not a perfect guy, but my guy does work hard, and he is an expert and a genius at what he does, which is making really good movies. So anyways, that is the video. In the beginning, I told you some of it would make you happy, some of it would make you frustrated, but I do think you were going to end off a little bit inspired. So I hope I delivered. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? What are you excited about? What future do you want to see? Imagine yesterday's video and the past video before that, I read every single comment and I think I responded to most of them. And that makes me really happy. So I'm going to do the same thing today. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Please like and subscribe. It means the world to me. And I will see you all next time. Episode's over already? Geez, that was fast. Well, they say beautiful things do not last forever, but feel free to watch and listen to another one of these episodes if you're interested in those conversations as well. Also, this next part is huge. Make sure to obliterate that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never skip a beat. I also have a newsletter where we dive into the news, politics, and ideas that shape our future. If you're interested in signing up, I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.